Book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 14 says this, "You have come to the kingdom for such a time as this." You know, Moses began his ministry when he was 80 years old. And Esther started hers as a teenage girl. When she heard the words of Mordecai, her uncle, who said to her, "Who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" she could have easily said, "Well, give me time to grow up. Give me time to get married and have children and fulfill my dreams before asking me to put my life on the line to save the Jewish people." But she didn't. She said, instead, "I will go to the king, though it is against the law. And if I perish, well, I perish." You know, often what God does in you while you're waiting is actually more important than the thing you're waiting for. Sometimes you think, well, you're ready, but God knows you're not. So He puts you in the school of faith and training. And that's where you learn to listen to the teacher. The teacher's the Holy Spirit. That's where you learn to study and learn the lessons God has for you, and then pass the test and graduate so that God can use you. It's often not a comfortable place to be, but God's more interested in your character than your comfort. Missionary Nancy Cockrell writes this. She says, "It was God's plan all along to bring you here to serve Him by using your gifts to minister to others for such a time as this. He's given you the grace to reflect the love and character of Christ, to be a light in a darkened world for such a time as this. You have a unique place of service in God's kingdom, touching lives as only you can do for such a time as this." So here's the question for you today. Is God telling you that your time has come? He wants you to understand it. He's been training you. He's been getting you ready for the very things that He wants you to do. I'm Ray Jones, and that's another heart truth for your day.